grocery haul. That's what I have for you today. Very mini grocery haul. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jamie if you are new here, and on Tuesdays I usually have a grocery haul for you, except for I'm going to be changing some things up. I am not doing my grocery shopping until Thursday, so I just had to get two things over at the grocery store just to get us through, because like we are literally out. And let me just show you what I got. 2 things of milk. That's literally all I got. 2 things of milk from H-E-B, and it totaled to, my total was $7.44. So I don't have a grocery haul video for you today, but what we are gonna be doing is shopping our food pantry and freezer, and actually we have some leftovers. So tonight for dinner, I have decided that I'm gonna be making some spaghetti. Why? Because I happen to have in my refrigerator a little bit of ground beef right here that I need to use up, or I gotta throw it away. And I don't like wasting things, so I'm not gonna throw it away. But what I can do is I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna make some homemade spaghetti sauce, and I've got plenty of noodles in there and some garlic bread, and that is what is gonna be for dinner tonight. Simple, easy, using what I have on hand, and we're gonna call it good. Charlotte does not like, she does not like ground beef. She just likes the plain spaghetti noodles. How many kids out there are like that? I know my sister was like that too. But she doesn't like anything on her pasta, so it works out. And so that is what it's gonna be for dinner tonight. I'm gonna go over some ideas that I have for the month of January of meals that we're gonna be making before I do any of my grocery shopping on Thursday. So I just wanna show you that I am legitimately using what I have on hand right now as of today. And I actually do have at least a week's worth of meals, but I know I can get more than that. I just got to get creative, and I'm still thinking of things. So before I continue today's video of cooking out of my pantry and my freezer and using up any leftovers that I happen to have, I wanted to take a moment to make a correction and apologize to TJ, because in my last video I had misspoken and I did not catch it. I didn't catch it in editing. So the part when I was talking about Christmas presents, and then I started going on and on and on about like my shoes that I like so much, I made it sound like I had bought all my Christmas presents. I didn't. TJ bought all my Christmas presents. What I should have said, I had gotten a couple of my Christmas presents, like the shoes that I kept talking about. I had only gotten 2 of them. TJ got me everything else. And actually one of them is what I'm looking at right now, and I just want to show you really quick. So this was one of the things that TJ had gotten me, this beautiful stained glass. It says, "You and me, we got this." And then it's got our names underneath the chairs. And I think it is so beautiful, and it is very thoughtful. And I know that I can be a big pain in the butt when it comes to shopping for Christmas and birthdays. We like to go out and like do something for our anniversary, but when it comes to Christmas and birthdays, I'm kind of a pain in the butt. And I think that probably is just because, we are older, and, by the grace of God, TJ's got a great job. And so when we want things, we just tend to go out and get it. But then when Christmas and birthdays roll around, I'm like, well, what do you want? When he asked me, well, what do you want? I'm like, I don't actually know. I'm very difficult to shop for, but he did get me things that I really do love and I appreciate. And he did give me Christmas gifts. I did not buy all of them. Speaking of Christmas presents, so she had gotten this bracelet maker for Christmas from her grandparents, and she just made a bracelet. Let me see it. Oh, so pretty. That's really cool. So explain what the heck this thing does.
Okay, so whenever you're first making the bracelet, you have to pick out like one of these, and then you put 2 of them like right here. And then right there, and then whenever you're done with that, then you push that, and then it spreads out.
Oh.
And then over here you can pick out one of those charms thingies, and then just like put it on the thing. So there's like a little picture of like how it's supposed to be done. It cannot be like that. It has to be like that.
Yeah. And then when you're done, you press that button again.
Yeah. Press it, and then it pops out, and then you can
wear it. That's so cool. In terms of using up what I have in my pantry and in my refrigerator, so I have some pot roast that we cooked up Christmas Day. So I'm doing pot roast nachos. So I had a bag of the legendary protein chips that were in the pantry. I love those things. I do have tortilla chips, but I wanted to use these. And so I just broke up a little bit of the pot roast, kind of spread it around. I'm gonna put some cheese on there. I don't know if I want to do grape tomatoes on here. I'm not sure what I want to do, but anyway, I do have some queso that I'll probably use this with. I think that'll be really good. I got the broil, actually the broiler is preheating, and so this is going to be lunch for today. I don't know, I feel like I'm winging it right now, and I just realized I have this pepper jack cheese in the refrigerator that I want to use up. It's kind of like all stuck to each other, but anyway, so I'm actually going to put this pepper jack cheese over it. I bet you that's going to be good. And I know I'm not weighing this out. I'm not going to do too much. Here are some dinners that I have come up with using just the things that I have in my house right now. So we're going to do the chicken tortilla soup, and I'm going to use the Southwest style black bean soup, which is this can right here. I had gotten, I can't remember if I had already showed this to you or not, but I had picked up this can of Progresso Southwest style black bean soup. It's got 20 grams of protein, and I thought, well, maybe if I just, I'm not sure, I may end up having to like drain the broth out of it, or I might just use it. I'm not really sure. But basically this has the black beans, the corn, and you know, just like all your typical things that you would put in a chicken tortilla soup. So it sounds perfect. So I think I'm going to use that for that dish. The next thing on the list here is a chili Colorado. And this comes from allrecipes.com. Now I have no idea why they call it chili Colorado, because I was actually looking at the recipe and I can't figure it out, but that I didn't name it. So, but I'm going to put a little twist on it. We might just call it chili Texas. I don't know. I think the meat that they use, I'm trying to remember, I'm going to have to pull up the recipe. Like I said, it's from allrecipes.com. I'm going to have to pull that up again. Or did I write it down? Oh, actually, hey, I wrote it down. Oh, cool. Okay, so I can't remember the meat that they had used in their recipe, but I decided that I'm going to use the pork tenderloin that I happen to have in my freezer. The last time I don't even know what the heck I even used it for, but anyway, I bought a pork tenderloin and it had 2 of them in there. So we used one and I froze the other one. So I'm going to use that other one for this recipe. You're also going to use some flour, some bacon fat, or veggie oil, which I have both. Onion, tomato sauce, chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, salt, pepper, water. I'm going to use, now this is an add-in that I've decided I'm going to use in my pantry. I have this, if you remember in one of my grocery hauls, I had picked this up from Ollie's. It's this Ben's Original. It's a chili garlic flavored rice. I don't know. I'm chili garlic. I don't know. This just sounds like it could be a good idea, but I was going to add that in there with some corn. There were people in the comments section who had made this dish and had like added or subtracted like their own things, and they said it was really delicious. They didn't add this, so I mean, I'll let you know, but it's just one of the ways, because I've been trying to figure out like, how am I going to use this? I've never tried this chili garlic flavor. Like, it sounds good. I just want to come up with a creative way to use it. So I came up with this way, and I'll let you know what that looks like. Another recipe is the chicken cordon bleu casserole, which I have made before, and I'm going to be using the ham that I cooked up Christmas Day for Megan and Charlotte. So that's like a perfect way to use that. And I have everything else for it. The only thing I'm going to have to buy at the grocery store is some stuffing mix. A stuffed crescent chicken cobbler, pizza lasagna, and turkey tetrazzini. See, turkey tetrazzini I have made before in the past. It's been a long time since I have made that one, but that will be a perfect way to use up the leftover Thanksgiving turkey and some mushrooms that I happen to have on hand. Now, I'm not going to be making all of these meals all in one week, because that's just a lot of food and that would create a lot of leftovers, but I will create these over the month of January. Stay tuned for those videos, because I will be showing you them and how they turn out. Oh, I gotta check on my burnt nachos. Hold on. Well, crap, here I am talking. I can't do 2 things at one time. The middle part looks pretty good. I'll probably still try that, but we definitely overdid it over here. Okay, I'll let you know how it goes. All right, y'all, this is how it turned out. Not the prettiest looking thing, I know. Some of these more burnt pieces are actually not that bad. I've kind of already tried it. I don't think that the protein chips are really good for the oven. You know, maybe note to self, don't ever do that again. But what I could salvage, I just put some avocado on here. I got some cilantro. I took 3 of the little cherry tomatoes, sliced them in half. a little bit of queso, and that is going to be lunch for today. We are in my pantry right now because I wanted to just kind of give you a quick scan before I do my food shopping on Thursday. I know I keep saying that, I sound like a broken record, but I want to just show you what is actually going on in my pantry so you know that the next couple of meals I'm going to just be cooking out of this. So I've done a inventory of this shelf down here where all the canned goods are. So what we are working with, I mean, we've got like some fire roasted tomatoes back here. I've got about like 3 cans of diced tomatoes, a can of stewed tomatoes, which I'm probably going to be using to make my spaghetti sauce. I'll probably just like mash that up a little bit better. Just trying to find a way to use that up. A can of chili with some beans, tomato sauce, a couple cans of paste, some Rotel corn. I've got like my last 3 cans of corn here, sauerkraut, some white potatoes. Those are actually really good for just like a quick breakfast skillet. I've done that before in the past. Some cream of celery. I still gotta find that dang recipe on Pinterest that I bought that for. This was that banged up can of cream of mushroom soup, but I do have a plan for that, so that's perfect. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna be using to make the chicken cordon bleu casserole, so that works out. We've got like some cans of green chilies, evaporated milk. I think I bought this because I was gonna make some fudge for Christmas, and then that never ended up happening. Anybody else have a mystery can in their pantry? I have no idea what this is. We have a Best By date of September 1st of 2026. So this will be exciting. I think we're gonna have to pick a day where we open up the mystery can and figure out what it is and then immediately use it for something. I actually have 2 of them. I got this one because there's no label, and I thought I had a second one. Don't I have another one? Mystery can. I know I wrote it down. Now suddenly I can't find it. Well, Pringles. Some corned beef hash, some Texas style beans, some regular baked beans, pinto beans, sausage gravy, dark kidney beans, some olives, red enchilada sauce, pineapple tidbits. We got some refried beans. Where is that? Oh, I think I know what it is. Oh, it wasn't a can. It was a mystery pack of seasoning mix, because that's all it says. It just says seasoning mix. I've got a funny feeling this might be taco seasoning, but I don't actually know. So this is, yeah, we're just going to have to pick a day where we open her up and find out what it is. So we just have like some rice, a few croutons here. Just like, you know, hush puppies and this Velveeta cheese sauce. I mean, you kind of get the gist of like what we're working with here. One of the things I was going to show you is we do have a whole bunch of the Kraft mac and cheese. Now, Charlotte, I think Charlotte's taste buds are changing because the last couple times that I've made mac and cheese, she has not been liking it. So I think we're kind of weaning out of the whole mac and cheese bit, which is fine. I don't care. Except that I just bought that big box. Well, I didn't just, you know, whatever grocery haul it was when I bought the big box from Sam's Club of the mac and cheese. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I have like 10 boxes of that mac and cheese. So we are definitely going to be making some meals that is not just mac and cheese. It's going to be, we're going to mix things up. So we're going to be using the box mac and cheese for some meals. Actually, I was just watching a video from allrecipes.com. If you didn't know that they actually have a YouTube channel, they do. There's a couple people that cook on that channel, and the only one that I've watched so far, her name's Nicole, and she makes like some really great meals. I don't think, have I tried one of them yet? I feel like I have tried one of them and I don't remember what the heck it was. But anyway, she makes these mac and cheese taco cups. It looks really good. And I think I really want to make this one day. So we got some plans for this, just so we can get it out of the house. Because if she don't like it anymore, that's fine. Let's just cook it up, get it out of the house, and then I don't ever have to buy it again. We got like some cans of soup over here. Tomato soup. You know what? If you're in a pinch and you need tomato sauce for a recipe, like say you're making chili or something, a can of Campbell's, I mean, or if you have the generic is fine too, but a can of tomato soup actually works in place of tomato sauce. I've done it before in a pinch. It still works, just letting you know. I've already told you about the this one. I've got some soups. I've seen like in the past where like people have like taken like some of those soups and just like kind of served them over rice or mashed potatoes or something. So that's an idea we could do. My arm is killing me. I'm kind of running a little low. I don't know if you could see, kind of running a little low on the pasta. So I've got this thing here that's already been opened and one thing of spaghetti noodles. So the next time I go to the grocery store, I'm definitely going to be re-upping on the spaghetti noodles. I'm almost out of the elbow, but I don't think I'm going to re-up on that just yet. Maybe not just yet, because I don't go through it as much as I do the spaghetti noodles. I already bought 2 things of the bow tie pasta. I have some rotini, and then just the snacky stuff, pretty much like all this stuff here. All of this stuff here is like snacky stuff. My American Dream nut butters, which yes, I'm still working through. I've got a bunch in another cupboard, but I'm only working through 2 at a time. This is the Yabba Dabba Delicious, and I'm almost done with the, oh my golly, almost done with the black velvet. This is almost empty. So then I got my oats, but I just bought like a huge box. I got like the boxes like down here of the oats. So we got some like breakfast stuff, and yeah, so we're not going to worry too much about that. We still have like tuna and a can of chicken over there, and of course peanut butter, French fried onions. We're going to have to use that up somehow because I ended up not making the green bean casserole like I thought I would. Oh, and another thing that I do need to figure out a recipe for. I don't remember. Oh, you know what? I just thought of haystacks. Okay, because I bought this thing of chow mein noodles. I think I was gonna make something and have this over top of it, and I can't remember what the heck it was. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate when you're like, oh, you have this idea, and then before you know it, you've forgotten what it was? So either you need to write these things down, or you're gonna have to come up with a new recipe on how to use it. But I think people make haystacks with those. That could be a good idea. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about things that they're not buying in 2025. Now, I can't commit to an entire year of not buying a particular product because that's like a bold, not a bold statement. That's like, I feel like that's very bold to say. So it's like to say you're not going to buy something for an entire year. Well, if you can pull that off, good on you. But I have to take baby steps. I cannot say I'm not going to do something for an entire year. I don't know. I can't make those kind of commitments. But what I can say, 2 things right off the top of my head that I'm at least not going to be buying for the month of January. One of them are the protein bars. Now, I love the Fit Crunch bars. I don't have anything against protein bars. I have nothing against them. My arm was like killing me, and for whatever reason, I've got my tripod sitting right here and I wasn't utilizing it. So what I was trying to say is that I have like several of these Fit Crunch bars. I don't eat them every single day, and that's fine. That's probably a good thing, honestly. But just kind of like watching other people's videos and stuff, just trying to like clean up our diet. Not that I'm like I'm not in a cut right now. I won't be cutting until the spring, but just to kind of clean things up a little bit. We're just not going to buy any more protein bars. I will finish those eventually. I will finish them, but I'm probably going to spend at least 30 days of no protein bars. So save me a little bit of money on that. The second thing I'm not going to be buying, at least for the next 30 days, longer if I can stretch it out. We're going to see how it goes. Let's see, is avocado oil or olive oil. I had actually run out of avocado because I've been buying avocado oil for quite a few years now because you get like the best deal over at Sam's Club. But I had ran out of avocado, and this is the thing, I don't use it. I hardly ever use it because I either throw things in the oven, I put it in the air fryer. It's very rare that I'm like actually like frying things up in the pan. And if I do, maybe I'm using butter, or maybe I'm using like a non-stick cooking spray, like when I'm making eggs or something on the stovetop, I'll use like a non-stick cooking spray. So it's not very often that I use an avocado oil. So when I finally ran out, I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to buy it anymore. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna spend 30 days not buying it. We'll see how long I last. Because what I have been using whenever I do need an oil, one, I do happen to have some vegetable oil, and I know a lot of people are going to say vegetable oil is not good for you either. I get that, but sometimes I know like in cooking, like, you know, I make my own homemade chicken fingers, or if you're making brownies, I mean, I'm sure there's like other substitutions. I get it, but baby steps, y'all. If I can save myself at least $10 and not buy avocado oil, which, you know, I have been using, is that I'm saving the bacon fat from whenever TJ and I, we have bacon for breakfast most days. And so I have just been, you know, when I'm done cooking the bacon, I'll pour it into a cup, and then I pour it through a strainer into a mason jar that I have in my refrigerator. There's actually some people I know that have grown up, their mothers or grandmothers or whoever just leave it on the counter. Whatever your preference is, it's a more natural oil, and there's only been just a couple. Like I said, I don't normally use this for frying things up anyway, so I'm not using it every single day, so don't come at me. Bacon grease is actually more natural, and I think it's actually better for you. So, and I know there's gonna be like a lot of controversy on that, but I said what I said. What I will say is I'm not gonna be buying any American Dream nut butters because I've got enough. I've got the 2 that I just showed you, and I've got like 5 more in another, in my cupboard over here that I need to get through before I order any more. So, okay, so in my freezer, I still have a bag of the frozen chicken breasts. I do have this chicken that we got to use up to. Let's see, we got some ground beef. We actually got like a couple things of ground beef. They're all kind of like stuck together right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got a few things of ground beef and some chicken. I will be buying more chicken, of course. You know, it is on the grocery list. But I keep our hot dogs in here. That big Mama Jamma thing of chili for our chili cheese dogs. See, I froze it, so whenever we decide to do chili cheese dogs again, we have that. I do keep the bacon in here. We got pork chops. Let's see, what is this? What is this? Oh, this is the ham. That's right. This is ham from Christmas. So this is what I'm going to be using to make that chicken cordon bleu casserole. So I just like dice up that ham. Super easy. Got some breakfast sausage. You know, breakfast for dinner is always a great idea. The chicken tenderloins you saw in my last grocery haul. Ground turkey. Let's see, we got some like pork baby back ribs. I was actually going to stick this in the slow cooker one day to go with our steaks, and it didn't work out that way, but I'll probably still stick this in the slow cooker because I'm not really good at cooking baby back ribs, but it just sounded really good when I bought it. Let's see, we got like 4 burger patties in here still. Top sirloin steaks. Oh, this is that pork tenderloin that I'm going to use to make that chili Colorado. 4 things of some smoked sausage. I got that beef that I had gotten from Sam's Club that I'm going to use to put in the slow cooker and make Nicole's French dip Sammys, and that is so good, so I can't wait to make that up. There are some meats that I have in the freezer that I've already got a plan for. It's just a matter of when I'm going to make it, but as you can see, for the most part, I really don't need to get a whole lot. I am going to get some more chicken because I just don't want to run out of chicken. And I probably don't need to buy ground beef for a little while. Like I said, I'm still working on my list of meals that I can make without having to go to the grocery store. But there are still things that I'm going to go to the grocery store for. Obviously, like today, I went and got milk today. You know, I do want to restock on some of my pantry staples like the black beans. I want to get some more spaghetti noodles, spreadable butter, gotta get stuff to drink. There's actually some lasagna noodles because I want to make that pizza lasagna. It's a recipe that is in pizza lasagna. We're gonna change it up a little bit. So this is basically what it is. It's like from that Pillsbury, those little books that I have talked about before, this pizza lasagna here. Now, none of us like olives, and we won't be doing mushrooms, and it's going to be cheese and pepperoni and some lasagna noodles. I mean, you can't get any simpler than that. It sounds really good. And I also just so happen to have 2 cans of crescent rolls in my refrigerator. I'm already going to have chicken, and I have everything else to make the stuffed crescent chicken cobbler. So this is what this one looks like. So if you are interested in these videos, definitely make sure you subscribe down below, hit the like button, stay tuned for those videos because I will be making it with you. I think I can't remember if I've made this one before or not, but anyway, I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just getting through some of the stuff that we have in here. We still have our Christmas decorations up. I know it is almost New Year's, but what kind of person are you Do you take your Christmas decorations down like the day after Christmas? There's actually some people I've heard of like will take their Christmas decorations down like even the day of Christmas, like the evening, like it's like after dinner and they're like already taking their stuff down. I mean, to each their own, that's fine. I usually like to leave my Christmas decorations up until like after like the first week of January. I think it's like, yeah, it's like the first week of January. I think there's like a day, I can't remember what day. Is it January 4th or January 6th? It's like, they call it Epiphany Day. I think it's like a religious holiday. I don't know. Anyway, I just don't want to take my decorations down because I think it's just so fun and pretty and I just don't want to. So I like to leave it up as long as I possibly can. And the first week of January is acceptable in some people's opinions. So anyway, that'll do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I don't have a grocery haul for you today, but next week on Tuesday I will, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, subscribe and ring that little bell so that way anytime I upload a new video, you'll be the first to find out. Share with somebody you love, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.